Welcome to the Jaguar Podcast, a show where we discuss all things related to Duval County's finest NFL football team, the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Move 42, set, fight!
Duval, baby! Hey everybody, this is Andrew, and welcome to episode 73 of the Jaguar Podcast. In this episode, we're going to be discussing middle linebacker Joe Schobert signing with the Jacksonville Jaguars. So let's jump into it. On March 17th, it was announced that middle linebacker Joe Schobert from the Cleveland Browns has signed with the Jacksonville Jaguars. This will be a 5-year, $53.75 million deal, $22.5 million guaranteed up front. I like this deal a lot. I think it's great. We were desperately in need of a middle linebacker with the departure of Telvin Smith and just the lack of run defense that we had last season. So I think this is a great signing. I watched a lot of Joe Schobert's highlights on YouTube, and I think this guy is a great open field tackler. He's also, a great, outside contain guy. And then he can also, stop the run, plug the gaps there, and, tackle the running backs. And I feel like, he's just an all-around good player. He's had some interceptions as well. He's good at stopping the pass. And I feel like he's really a mixture of Paul Posluszny and Telvin Smith. And I think it's just a great signing, and I think it'll really complement our defense well. That was a big gap that we had. Looking at some of his stats from 2016 to 2019, he had 408 tackles, 8.5 sacks, 6 interceptions, and I'm really excited about this signing. I mean, I don't know if I necessarily agree with the money part of it. I think the deal was it was a lot of money, but I'm hoping that he pans out, that he stays healthy, and that it's not another Miles Jack situation. But on that note, I think Miles Jack will likely get moved back to weak side linebacker, and hopefully he's just flying around and making big plays. I also think that. We have some depth at middle linebacker if we re-sign, Donald Payne Train Jr. And, that guy I think had a really great season, showed that he could, stop the run, make tackles. I definitely think we need to re-sign him. We also have Austin Calitro. And, I'm a little iffy on him. I mean, he played okay. But I don't think he had an impact like Donald Payne. So I'm hoping we re-sign Donald Payne to the Jaguars and, hopefully maintain that depth at middle linebacker. But I feel a lot more reassured about this move to get Joe Schobert. And, let me know how you feel about this decision. Leave me a comment on the YouTube video or podcast episode. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this content. Give me a like if you enjoyed this video as well. Leave me some feedback on Apple Podcasts. It always helps me put these videos and podcast episodes together. Go Jags, and I'll see you next time. You could hear it in our ground. Intimidation on to keep their hearts racing. Eating other teams live on TV front of the nation. Spectacular defensive. This episode is available on the Jaguar Podcast YouTube channel. So if you stop by, make sure to subscribe and give this video a like. Also, these episodes are available on iTunes, Podbean, Spotify, SoundCloud, Stitcher, and other major podcast distributors as well. So if you don't mind, please leave me a review and some feedback. I'd really appreciate that. If you'd like to connect with me on social media, my Twitter handle is @JagwarPodcast. I'm also on Facebook and Instagram. This is Andrew signing off. Cheers.